Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, cross-watching. What is going on with you towards the end of April? The last week or two of April 2026. Let's see what's happening in your world. So we've got the Ten of Swords, King of Cups, and the Tower. Boom. Looks like there might be something quite big happening. So the Ten of Swords, that tends to be endings, new beginnings, kind of something finally being let go of, moving towards something else. King of Cups, obviously that could be about love, but it could just be more about internal balance for me, with him sitting there looking like he's having a nice meditate. The Tower, definitely going to shake something up in your world. Let us clarify with the Rider-Waite. Why is the Ten of Swords here for Libra? April 26. Okay. So we've got the Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. So, clarifying the Ten of Swords. Six of Pentacles tends to be a card about sharing. Well, I am kind of drawn in this instance to this lady's face. I don't know if you can see it. She looks a bit like, oh, come on, you miser, give me more than that. I don't know, maybe this chap here with stripy tunic is a little bit controlling. Maybe he's given to more than one person. I don't normally read it that way, but that's kind of how it's feeling. Clarified by the Knight of Cups. So it potentially could be someone that is offering you a cup, but I feel like it's ended for some reason. Possibly, I don't like to think of third-party involvement, but this is kind of the vibe it's given me. And the Ace of Swords, so that's sort of the truth. Card of Truth coming in. I think possibly a relationship, or it might not be a relationship, it might be something at work, and it's not been kind of fair. Someone has not been open and honest, and they've kind of been prancing in on their white horse offering you a cup, but behind the scenes possibly they've been sharing themselves around a little bit. I think with the Ace of Swords, looks like you're going to be discovering that or accepting that very soon. Okay, so the King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups here? Libra. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and Judgment. So I think that is saying that, you know, he looks like he's kind of accepting. To me, he looks like he's processing something so that he can kind of take it on board, accept it. You're possibly processing this situation, wanting to move forward, but that Knight, to me, kind of looks a little bit reticent, kind of looks a bit miserable about charging off on his horse. So possibly this is not something that you really wanted to move away from, but I think with the Ace of Swords, probably hasn't left you a lot of choice. So that's probably put you up in your Nine of Swords, put you up in your head a bit, caused a bit of anxiety, sleepless nights, possibly not a very nice situation to have been revealed. But with the Judgment, I think it's time to possibly move on. These people are coming out of their coffins to start their new lives. That is what you'll be doing towards the end of April, especially with the Tower. Tower's about knocking down existing poorly constructed things so that you can build something stronger for the future. So whether it would be with the same person or not, I wouldn't know just yet, but that might become clear. So let's clarify, why is the Tower here? We've got the Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. So obviously, yeah, the Tower is kind of a bit of a revamp of your life. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be a major thing, but generally it is something a little bigger that's kind of taken out of your hands. Control is not really your own. It's kind of, you know, you have to kind of deal with it as it happens. Seven of Pentacles, it's a card of timing. It's a card of someone who's just biding their time. He's planted his seeds, waiting for his pentacles to be ready to harvest. He looks kind of a little bit miserable, not possibly as despondent as the Knight of Wands there, but he looks resigned almost. I'm getting resignation from that. Just going to have to wait and, you know, see how things unfold after the Tower drops. For the Knight of Pentacles, that is a new start, a new offer. So possibly just kind of like he's sitting on his horse. He's not racing off anywhere. He's just kind of holding his pentacle out, saying, let's see who wants this, where I can go with this, what this can get me. So I think that's probably you. And then with the Four of Swords, it's a time of rest, recuperation and healing. So I think really there is something going on. As I say, it could be work, could be love, could be any other type of relationship or situation. But I do think there's something going on that possibly an uncomfortable truth was revealed. You've dealt with it well. You know, you got fired up enough about being in Nine Swords to make a call, final call, brought the Tower down, and now you're just kind of biding your time, being steady, stable. As the Knight of Pentacles, he gets there in the end, you know, he's not in a hurry necessarily like this guy on the Seven of Pentacles. Four of Swords, doing some rest, relaxation, recovery. Okay, let's just clarify with the Wild Unknown. Get 3 extra cards and a crossing card, any additional information. The Page of Pentacles on the bottom there. I'm going to take these. Okay, so we have the Fool, new journey, new start. Learnt your lessons. Going to try again or move on. King of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the 10 of Pentacles, with just that Son of Pentacles wanting to show. But with the Fool and the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, new journey starting. He looks optimistic, this guy. I love his antlers, and he just looks ready. He looks ready to me. So I think towards the end of the month, you're going to be ready to start again. You're going to be out of your Eight of Swords because you're going to be heading off towards your Ten of Pentacles. So also I think the advice is, you know, don't dwell in your 8, 9 of Swords. Make the decision, you know, you're the only one that can move yourself forward necessarily. I mean, the universe sometimes has a good old crack, but dwelling in your 8 of Swords isn't going to get you to your 10 of Pentacles. You know, the healing, accepting things, moving on is how you're going to get to your 10 of Pentacles. Okay, I hope that was helpful, Libra. If it was, if it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment. I'll see you next time.